Well, we do not know as to what he relies upon for that, in terms of the available information that is released by the IEC officially, they are ahead on the votes that have been tallied this far by 45%, and we are behind them by 40%. Just only if one did a calculation of seat allocations, that accords them 28 seats. We do not think that is going to change. We also have 25 seats from that. We think that we are right in terms of what we have in the application of the legislative formulae. That added with the 36 wards, the 36 seats we have, is still giving us a 61 seat members into that council. So we do not know why Mr. Maimane is, we think that he's ahead of himself. In fact, it's small wonder that they are beginning at the same time to be talking coalitions, because he's probably trying to woo over the other smaller political parties in terms of the result into trying to form a coalition otherwise to defeat the ANC. But from where we are, we think that he has jumped the gun. From where we sit, on the strength of the information we have at the moment, we think that we will do, we'll have 61 seats in the final analysis there, which gives us the 50+1, which we need to run that council. If it were not to be the case, certainly we will engage the other political parties on the strength of need. Absolutely, we have not made any preferences at the moment, but certainly it is obviously not the DA, but from where we sit, we think that we will be able to have the majority there in terms of how we're looking at the pattern of the figures as they are coming. For a long time, they were above the 50s. We have really brought them down to size to 45%. That's where things are at the moment. We think they won't change much. We will close that gap. We're at 40% now, which makes for us to use the majority we have in terms of the wards, because we've done well over 50%, nearly 60% of the wards in Nelson Mandela. That gives us a good lead to be able to take that municipality. Well, firstly, we're looking at ourselves to say what didn't we do, because we think largely that's a product of lower voter turnout in our strongholds. And by far also a reflection here and there that the DA is making inroads in some of our wards, though in smaller ways, but in their strongholds they have been able to pull out a much bigger vote. It's something that we will continue to look into, but for where we are at the moment, we think that we will still lead that municipality.